We host a monthly Fruity Knitting live event, which our Shetland patrons can attend live online. And at a later date, both Shetland and Merino patrons can also listen to the event as an audio podcast called Fruity Knitting Live. You can listen to it on your computer by going to the Patreon website. And if you want to listen to it on your phone or tablet, you can use the Patreon app or your regular podcast app. This tutorial shows you how to use both options. Let's start with the Patreon app. Open the Patreon app and log in using your email and password. I've already logged in, so I'm skipping this step. Once you've logged in, your default homepage is called the home feed. Your home feed shows you the most recent content posted by the creators that you follow on Patreon. I only follow Fruity Knitting, so I only get posts from Fruity Knitting on my home feed. You can reach your home feed by pressing the little square icon at the bottom of your screen as well. Now up the top there are two squares placed next to each other. The one that is currently greyed out says Posts, but I will select Audio because this shows me all Fruity Knitting Live audio podcast episodes. Let's scroll down a bit and select the knitwear designer Georgia Farrell. All you need to do now is tap on the image, which opens up the post, and then you can tap play.
Rowan did like an autumnal brief a couple of years ago for the May magazine, and I was thinking, oh gosh, it was all trees and nature, and I ended up looking at the London plane tree that's got really pointy leaves, and I was thinking, okay, how can I interpret that into sort of like triangles?
That's how you listen to Fruity Knitting Live on the Patreon app. Now I'll show you how to find our audio podcast on your regular podcast app using your individual audio RSS link. Every Merino and Shetland patron has their own RSS link. Now you need the link to subscribe to Fruity Knitting Live on your podcast app. This is a one-time step, so once you've set everything up, you won't need to do this again. First, log into the Patreon app, and on the top left you'll see the little Patreon logo, the P. Click on that. Then select My Memberships. Then go to Fruity Knitting, and this opens up the Fruity Knitting Patreon homepage. Underneath the Fruity Knitting logo there's a menu, and the options are Home, Community, About, and Membership. Select Membership and you will immediately see a button labelled Connect to RSS Feed. Select that button and then allow Acast access. This will open a window in your browser. And the browser offers a selection of podcast apps that are probably already on your phone. If you can't find the podcast app that you want to use, then scroll down further and copy the bare link. To do so, you can place your finger on the link until these options appear. Choose Select All, and then copy. Now press your phone's home button to get out of the internet browser and open your podcast app. I'm going to use Google Podcasts. This last step might differ slightly depending on the app that you use, but you want to look for your subscriptions. In the Google Podcast app, you can find them under Library, then Subscriptions. Next, I tap the little icon with the plus sign on the top right. And when I do this, the app requests an RSS link. I've already copied my RSS link to the clipboard, so now I place my finger where the link goes until it gives me these options here. I select Paste, and then I click on Subscribe. And that is how you access the patron-only Fruity Knitting Live event episodes on your preferred podcast app. Now there's one more thing. To use the RSS link, you have a lot of podcast apps that are compatible with Patreon. Patreon has created a table which lists these apps, and I've included a link to this in the description box below. I hope this was helpful to you, and if you have any questions, please do reach out to us on Patreon.